Earthquake, so he's... Okay, you're gonna be eating damage. I live! The Cosmoem's living! With no EV-Olite, this thing doesn't die. Wow, it took 2 moves to get rid of this thing. The Cosmoem is fucking insane. No EV-Olite, and it ate an Earthquake like a champ. Get this Rillaboom out of here. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G, VGC, Wi-Fi battles. Cosmoem is a really cool mon that we actually got with the Regulation G rule set that's now legal. This is one of the most broken Pokemon in the entire game. It has 131 defense and special defense, and it probably has one of the best move pools of all time, being that it has Cosmic Power, Teleport, and Splash, just like Magikarp. But it has probably the best stats ever of like any EV-Olite holder. So you're able to throw an EV-Olite on this thing and it just never dies at it at all. So this is a crazy team around Cosmoem. We're going to try to make this thing work. I want to try to at least bring this thing and see if it can just sit there and do nothing the entire time, and how scared I make people, because a lot of people don't even know what this thing does. I think the main thing with Cosmoem is people never see this thing being used, so they have no idea what it really does. Especially if you start spamming Cosmic Power, they can maybe get scared and they'll probably like double target into it or something. I don't know. We're gonna try to make this thing work. It's gonna be more of like a fun, like meme type video. I've been getting a lot of requests to try to find a team around Cosmog or Cosmoem. I don't really want to feature Cosmog because it's garbage. Cosmoem, maybe. I figured I might as well try to find a team around it. This is the only team I've been able to find with it. I've been looking everywhere for a team around one. There's actually a team by J Nautic in Hell, I think it is. So we featured one of his teams earlier, I think a week or two ago on the channel. If you guys missed it, go check it out. It's live on the channel right now. I forgot which team it was, but I think it was one of the teams recently featured. I'm going to kind of break this team down for you guys, and we're going to hop in some matches and try to get some wins. I'm going to go into this with like 0 expectations. You guys got to bear with me. I'm using a fucking Cosmoem team, so I'm not expecting to really win much at all. So if we can get like 1 or even like 2 wins, or even like bring the Cosmoem and have it like do something at all, I think that's going to be like a W for us. I'm going into this expecting to get absolutely fucking destroyed every single match. We're going to find out and see how it goes. We got the Wo-Chen on this team. This team is mainly a team around Perish Song and just trying to stall your opponent out, and then throwing the Cosmog on there just so because it doesn't die. So hopefully they either die to Perish Song or like to Toxic or Leech Seed or something, and then you're able to sit there and win. So that's kind of what this team really is. You got the Wo-Chen with the Snarl, Pollen Puff, Leech Seed just to kind of sit there and stall with the Tablets of Ruin. You're reducing everybody's damage. You're able to sit there for a while. You got the Figgy and Cineroar just mainly there to intimidate and throw knockoffs and fake outs and shit around with the Terra Grass. Rocky Helmet Primarina with Perish Song to pair alongside the Gothitelle with Citrus Berry and the Shadow Tag, so they're unable to switch out. You also got the Heal Pulse there to kind of sustain and try to stay in the match. And then you also have the Glamora, which is the Covert Cloak, which is one thing you can actually do is you can fake out your old Glamora and get the Toxic Debris on the enemy side for free. And you actually have, instead of 1 layer of spikes, you can maybe get like 2 on turn 1, which is kind of cool. And then you can kind of play it and just try to stall out your opponent's team with toxic damage. That might be one thing we can maybe try to do. But apart from that, it's a really stally Perish Trap, like stally type team with Toxic, Leech Seed, or Perish Song. We're going to see if we can even get like 1 win with this team, or even do like somewhat decent with this team. I'm going to go against any team I have. I'm hoping we're going against like some at least... I really don't want to go against much Regulation G teams because I think we're going to get destroyed, but that's probably what we're going to run into. But not going to really have much hopes for this. This is mainly more of a fun, like, meme type video. If this somehow works, I'm going to be impressed. But if you guys want more videos like this in the future, show us some support, leave a like, really appreciate it, share the video. And I might do more videos like this in the future with like some more meme tier, like worthy shit like Cosmog and Cosmoem. So let's hop into this and see how we do. Alright, we're here with the game. We're going against a Regulation F team, but at the same time, it's more of a really stally team. So I don't know if it's going to be a battle of stall here. I think that's kind of what this team's really going to be. And unfortunately, they actually have a Gliscor, so the Gliscor actually doesn't really even get affected by poison, so it's just able to sit there and heal off it. That's kind of one downside. They also have a poison type in the Sneasler, so I think if I really want to win this, I'm forced to go like Perish Song, I think. I think that's what I'm forced to do here. So I'm gonna lead off the tail. I'm gonna bring the Pre-Marina and try to set the Parish Song turn 1 and see what I can do. It's gonna be a really tight. I don't even know how the fuck I win this. It's gonna be a really tough match. I think the good thing though is like Wo Chen ain't too bad into him. It's okay. Like I think I'm Terra's Poison. Am I Terra Poison? I think I am. I'm Terra Poison, so like that's decent into the Sneasler at least, so I'm gonna try to bring the Cosmoem here as well. If it comes down to Cosmoem being the last Mon though, like it's pretty much GG at that point. I need to have like a Leech Seed set up on both Mons and have it like so they can't switch out at all. So, I don't know. It's gonna be really difficult to do. He has the Sneasler here as well, which I'm assuming he probably has Rillaboom in the back, if I were to guess. So I'm gonna fake out the King Gambit here. I don't know, I'm also weak to Poison here, so I probably just get straight up one-shotted by the Sneasler on this turn. Like, he has a really good matchup into Mewtwo. Like, look at his team. Like, he has a lot of stuff that to kind of just destroy the Pre-Marina and the Gothitelle, unfortunately. That's kind of the main thing here, which kind of sucks, and kind of my main way to try to win with Parish Song. Otherwise, I don't think I could win at all. I'm going to try to set the Parish Song. I think I just get one-shotted here by a Dire Claw, though. I'm dead. I live. I get poisoned, though. It's hurt by Rocky Helmet. So if he's Sash, I guess he has his Sash broken. What I need here is, like, now I'm forced to go into the Wo Chen. Because Wo Chen ain't too bad here. But I think if he has, like, Knockoff or, like, Kotal Cleave, I just get one-shotted. But the Gothitelle just gets one-shotted here, so. I do got the attack decrease, though. The attack decrease ain't too bad. I'm gonna Psychic here. I could Psychic to get rid of the... Just get rid of the Sneasler, which would be pretty good. I don't want to Snarl because I'll give him free boost, so I'm just going to go for Leech Seed here. I forgot to go for Terra. That's what I forgot to do. I actually almost get one-shotted by that. That's crazy. I knew I was forgetting something, and I forgot to go Terra. It's gonna be some really stally matches. If you guys are not here for the long haul, these are gonna be some really incredibly long stally matches, because that's the only way this team really plays. We're here for the long haul. These are gonna be some long matches. Probably like 10, maybe even 20-minute plus games. Gonna go probably to a timer sometimes. Decent amount of health back. Depends what he has in the back, because he's down to 2 turns. I need to keep the Gothitelle healthy here. It comes down to whatever else he really has. He has Rillaboom, so... I don't even know if the King Gambit really does much to me here. I think I can kind of live whatever it really wants to go for. Plus, he's giving actually me free recovery with the grassy terrain. So that actually kind of helps me out. I'm going to Protect on this turn, trying to dodge a Fake Out. I think Pollen Puff, if you Protect, it does not work on that turn, so I can't Leech Seed the Rillaboom here either, which kind of sucks, because he's a Grass type. So I'm just going to try to Pollen Puff and see how much damage that does. And then on this next turn, I'm hoping the Gothitelle actually lives, and then I'm able to go for Pollen Puff. He has U-turn. Okay. Swords Dance, uh-oh. That actually does half. That does a lot of damage. So that's not Assault Vested, that's fully offensive. Does a lot of damage. I 'Cause, 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 ' I don't know. What am I down to 1 turn now? So I think on this turn I might actually have to switch. I think the Cosmoem, what the Cosmoem's job here is going to be is it's going to come in and it's going to get destroyed. Now he's on his final turn, so he's locked in here. He's forced to stay in on this turn. He can't switch the King Gambit out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch the Gothitelle out. We're going to go into Cosmoem. We're going to hope this thing lives a +2 Kotao Cleave and probably U-turn. And see how it does. And I'm going to go Terra Poison here in case he wants to U-turn on me. And then I'm going to Pollen Puff. I could Pollen Puff the Cosmoem, but I'm going to be real with you guys, I don't think it's actually going to live. I'll be shocked if it lives a +2 Kotao Cleave. Even with the Tablets of Ruin, I'm going to be shocked. And I don't think it will. Especially if it has to tank a U-turn. There's the boy. There it is. Moment of truth for the Cosmoem to tank the hit and help us win. I'm glad I went for Terra. That's what I thought he would do. I thought he was going to go for U-turn there, so that's good play. Made a really good play. Dawn. Oh, so that's the Iron Tread, so that's bad. So I went to Terra Poison, but now I made myself weak to ground. +2 Kotao Cleave. Do I live? I live! I live on 28. What an absolute legend. That does nothing. So, I don't know. I don't even know if I live here, actually. I'm getting a lot of health back, though, because I'm getting that plus Leech Seed and all this shit, so... Like, it kind of... Like, with the terrain, I'm getting back to full health. I'm getting a shit ton back. It comes down, though, like, if I can actually eat an Earthquake from this thing. Or, like, a Stomping Tantrum. And I get rid of the King Gambit here, which is great, too. So, it's a free kill, kind of. I'm hoping he goes back out into the Rillaboom again, which he does. You want to know what I'm going to do right here? I'm going to go for Cosmic Power. And we're going to set up. I'm going to Cosmic Power. I could go for Protect here as well, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go for Protect, because I want to predict and see what moves he actually has. I need to try to Leech Seed the Iron Treads. That's what I kind of need to do. It's going to come down to me versus Iron Treads in this last kind of match. He's just going to let the Cosmoem sit here, huh? He's just going to let the Cosmoem set up. Bad choice, bud. Bad choice. Like, I have Pollen Puff too, and I also have, like, I have Heal Pulse on the Gothitelle too to try to heal it up, but I don't know. He might just get rid of it. Like, if I were him, I might just get rid of the Cosmoem, but I'm going to try to set up again. If I can get to +6, I can just sit here and eat every single hit. I need to try to Leech Seed. I need to try to Leech Seed the Iron Treads here. Goes for knockoff. I tank it. There goes my Eviolite, though. So it ate a hit from me. That's huge. So, like, I was able to buy a turn of time to set up a Leech Seed. And I still didn't even die. So that's one less turn to where I didn't have to eat an Earthquake. And I actually get set up another Cosmic Power. I don't have my Eviolite anymore, though. So I think on this next turn, I probably drop. What I want to start doing is just getting some damage off on the Rillaboom too and getting it out of here. I want to try to make this match like a 1v2 if possible. Because like these are last 2 mons, so that's kind of what I really want to do here. I'm just going to keep on setting up. And I'm going to go for Pollen Puff here. Earthquake. So he's... Okay, you're going to be eating damage. I live! The Cosmoem's living! With no Eviolite. This thing doesn't die. Wow, it took 2 moves to get rid of this thing. The Cosmoem is fucking insane. No Eviolite and it ate an Earthquake like a champ. Get this Rillaboom out of here. Get it on out. What an absolute champ. If you guys want to know how fucking busted Cosmoem is, I think this is one of the best showcases you'll ever see of Cosmoem. This guy does not die at all. He is one of the mons that just never dies. It's impossible to kill. Be sitting on the field splashing until the end of time. What else? I'm just gonna go for fake out here. I'm gonna fake out the Dawn for the Iron Treads here. And then I'm just gonna Pollen Puff. I think if I can make this a 1v2, I can easily win. Knockoff. I live on 10. Barely. Bro, can we make this guy rage quit? I'm wondering, this guy seems like he's getting really upset if I were him. The guy is getting fucking destroyed by a team with Cosmoem. Can we make this guy rage quit? I wouldn't be surprised if he just surrenders here. I'm gonna Psychic. Actually, I think that the Gothitail just goes down here, if I'm being real. I think he uses Earthquakes on this turn. I think that's kind of what he does. So I'm just gonna Double Protect here. Just stall it out some more. Double Protect. That way I get some more health back. What I really want to do is I want to go for Pollen Puff on the Gothitail, but at this point in the game, it's just so low of health where I don't think it really matters. I think he just spams Earthquake and I just die no matter what, so I don't think it really matters that much. And Pollen Puff's not going to do shit to him because it's resisted, so it's going to come down to the Wo-Chen versus the Iron Treads here. It's going to be a battle of the Immortals. I'm back at full health. If I somehow live, I'm going to go for Psychic for chip damage. And then I'm going to go for Pollen Puff. I could go for Snarl too, but that doesn't really do anything. Actually, it's neutral, so it might do more damage. Let's see if it actually does. Earthquake. We're eating Earthquake. We're eating that shit. We are eating Earthquake. Snarl actually does a lot more than I thought it was going to, so that ain't too bad. So I can go for Protect on this next turn, and it's going to come down to if he gets a crit Earthquake, I think. Because I Protect on this next turn, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to come down to whether he gets a crit on Earthquake here to win the game. Get my health back. Really close. This is what it comes down to, y'all. It comes down to this. I have another play here. I could go for a Double Protect. But then I'm going for a 50-50 play. Or I could hope that he just doesn't get a crit. And then I just Snarl here, which I think I'm going to do. If he gets a crit here, I'm going to be so mad. No crit. Okay, good. We win. We did it, y'all. We did it. The first match with this team, and we got a win. That is crazy. Barely a win, though. A win with 62 health, but still. A win's a win. Cosmoem MVP. Same with the Wo-Chen. Just sitting here and just soaking it up. Wow, what a match. You guys aren't going to see this shit anywhere else. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, leave a like. I really would appreciate it, because this shit's... Yeah, I don't know if it's probably more entertaining for you guys than it actually is for me, because it's really difficult trying to win with this shit and trying to make it work. I feel like I'm just going to end up getting rolled in a lot of these other games, so it'll be a lot of time waste and try to find at least a somewhat entertaining match for you guys to watch. So if you guys want to help with my suffering, leave a like and share the video. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in hopefully 1 or 2 more games. Alright, we are going against a Regulation G team. How much you guys want to bet that I'm going to get absolutely fucking destroyed? Because holy shit, this team is going to fucking destroy me. I think this is actually a rental team. I think this is actually a rental, because I remember seeing this exact same team. I think it's actually a Zamazenta rental team. It might actually be from the same Discord I'm actually in. Funny enough, it might actually be. It looks like it's the exact same team as what... There was a team that was actually a Zamazenta Shield team that looked like identical to this team that opponent has. It might actually be his team, the creator's team, I'm not sure. Or somebody's using their rental, I'm not sure, but it looks like the exact same one. What do I even do here? What do I even do to this? I think what I have to do here is I gotta lead Glamora, Gothitelle to try to get up my spikes. I think that's how I win. What else do? I bring Primarina for the Parish song. I really want to bring the Cosmoem, but like I'm gonna be rude with the guys, it just doesn't do anything here at all. He has like 4 things that just destroy me. Like it doesn't do anything. I get probably shit on by everything here. I'll bring the Wo-Chen. I think Wo-Chen, at least if there's anything to take away from this team, I think actually like Wo-Chen right now is actually really underrated. I think like Terra Poison, Wo-Chen's actually really good. Even like paired alongside some certain stuff. I think like Wo-Chen, like Lugia could be really good pairing. Like a Calm Mind Lugia or like some Calm Mind Mon would be really good. Even like alongside like a Terra Pagos, I think would be really cool. Granted, they're both weak to fighting, which kind of sucks, but that's why you have Terra. I don't know if that'd be really the best combo. I think it'd be better off pairing it like with like Lugia, but he just leads this. He knows he's gonna instantly win here. I can Toxic. I forgot if this thing's Steel type. I think it is. So if he's Steel type, I can't touch him. Yeah, I can't go for Toxic, so I'm kind of fucked. I'm kind of fucked here, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna actually I have Earth Power for him, so I'm gonna Earth Power on this turn. I'm gonna Earth Power, and then I'm just gonna go for Fake Out to set up my own spikes. I think that's what I do here. I think he just goes for Stomping Tantrum and just one-shots me here. And I'm gonna Fake Out my own Glamora to set up my own spikes. There's the Iron Defense. This guy's just gonna fucking straight up sweep me. That does nothing. Holy fuck, that doesn't do anything. It's Throw Chop. I'm dead. I live. What do I even do here? Like, I'll Toxic the Ting Lu, but like I just don't do anything here. Like, that's the problem. Like, what the fuck do I even do? Like, I don't do anything here. Like, I can go for Psychic to see how much damage it does, but it's not going to do much. Maybe I can get a Spadef drop on him, I guess. Behemoth Bash. Oh, I'm dead. Wow, that just one-shots me. Well, there's going to be a lot of games in this video. I don't know if I'm going to see how many good games I can get. I'll try to throw the best ones into the video for you guys, but if you guys are seeing this one, like, there's going to be a lot of games in this video that are going to be kind of rolls. Like, they're not going to be very competitive because, yeah, I don't know what you guys expect. This team is a fucking Cosmoem team that's relying on, like, Toxic Stall or Perish Trap. And, like, if your opponent just has, like, stuff that just checks both of those, like, you're just fucked. Especially if they just outspeed you and one-shot you like this guy is trying to do. Going to the Wo-Chen, I guess. I don't know, just start spamming Leech Seed. He has Body Press for me, so like it doesn't matter, so I'm forced to Terra here. Forced to go Terra Poison, and I spam Leech Seed on him. That's my play here. And then I Protect. Like, if I'm being real, like, if I were my opponent, I would just set up +6 with Iron Defense. Like, I would just fully set up all the way to +6 and just start sweeping, because I can't do shit to him at all. He probably knows, like, I can't do anything to him. I think this is actually a copy-paste rental team. It looks really familiar. I'm gonna be surprised if I'm gonna have to go look at the copy-paste rental team, because I'm pretty sure it's the same team somebody posted. I might just end up got lucky and going against it was either the creator is using it, I'm not sure if it's the guy that created it or somebody's using it on the ladder and just happened to go against it. Terra, are you? Terra Fairy. Okay, well, I don't care. I don't know what Terra Fairy is supposed to do, I guess. Maybe so he's not weak to grass type moves. I guess mainly the dark type moves or Pollen Puff maybe. Goes for Behemoth Bath. That'll just one-shot me anyways. I get the Leech Seed. I don't know, maybe I should have brought Cosmoem, because maybe then he would actually just leave the Cosmoem alone and just be able to freely set up. Now he just spams Snarl over and over again. If he wants to sit and do this, like, this match will go down to the fucking timer. That's what that'll go to. I don't know if that's the smartest thing. I think he just should just set up and sweep me. If he wants this match to go to a timer, he keeps lowering my stats. And I just Leech Seed the Ting Lu. I think the Gothitelle just goes down here. Like, even if he wants to here, like, he's forced to stay in, but, like, once... Oh, I actually live. I'm surprised I lived. I wish I would have went for Pollen Puff. I didn't think I was going to live there. If I knew that, I would have went for Pollen Puff. Can I get a Spidef drop? I don't. Stomping Tantrum. Does a solid amount of damage, but, like, with leftovers and all the shit I'm getting back, like, I'm able to get my health back up. Wo-Chen is really underrated. One thing that this team has made me realize, like, how underrated Wo-Chen actually is. Not many people are prepared for, like, this stally fucking Wo-Chen set. Just able to sit here and soak it up. I don't know, what do I do here? I could Pollen Puff, but, like, I have to... I think if I protect, Pollen Puff doesn't work. Unfortunately, I think that's how it works, so... I need damage. I need damage on the Zamazenta, so that's what I'm going to do here, and then I'm going to protect again. I think with a Leech Seed, and if I can do enough damage, maybe a Leech Seed and some damage will get a kill on the Zamazenta. I think he might just Snarl here, too. If he goes for Snarl, I'll be in a bad spot, but... Wow, that probably did 3 damage. Holy shit. He's doubling into the Wo-Chen now. He's like, oh yeah, this thing's such a fucking threat. I better just get this thing out of here. Little does he know that I have Protect, so... On this next turn, I can actually Protect and get a bunch more health back. I'm going to Protect here. I think he just gets rid of the Gothitelle on this turn, but at that point, I think it's too late because, like, I think the Zamazenta goes down to Leech Seed here, so... I'll Psychic and I'll try to get a defense Spidef drop on the Ting Lu. That's what I can hope for here. Rid of the Gothitelle, that's fine. He's still dropping, so... The Gothitelle stayed around enough time to where I was able to get at least 1 kill on him. Goes for Stomping Tantrum, that's fine. The Wo-Chen just doesn't fucking die. Just does not die. Especially if you're able to get double Leech Seed going and keep your leftovers without getting knocked off. Shit just sits here and soaks up everything. Wo-Chen getting a kill on the Zamazenta, you ain't gonna see that anywhere else. We're still in the game though. I thought this match is gonna be a lot more of a one-sided game, but we're still in this. I still have Creamarine in the back, which ain't too bad. The only shitty thing though is, like, I can't really go for Perish Song because otherwise I still automatically lose. So I'm kind of just forced to go for damage and hopefully have the Wo-Chen stall me out. Or stall everything out. Depends what he has in the back. I'm hoping he has Incineroar. I think if he has Incineroar, that'd be great for me. Bring out Incineroar, please. There it is. Okay, that's good. The one time I'm actually happy to actually see an Incineroar, because, like, I have a good matchup into that. And plus, he actually takes the spikes, too. So now he gets fully poised. I forgot about the spikes. Oh, man, we're cooking. We're cooking. We can still maybe win this. We can still maybe win. I'm at full health here, so, like, I could Protect to dodge a Fake out here. I just don't see the point. I'm just going to go for Leech Seed. I don't really give a shit. And then I'm Rocky Helmet, so I could also go for Fake Out or for Protect here if I really wanted to, which I think I will. I think actually I think what they actually does, I think he actually switches the Ting Lu out on this turn to get rid of the Leech Seed. I think that's what he does here. So I'm just gonna go for Hyper Voice for damage. He surrenders! We made him rage quit! We made him rage quit! Holy fuck. Wow. He's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. I can't kill the Wo-Chen. I'm just gonna surrender. Wow, we made somebody rage quit. The power of this team. I didn't even bring the Cosmoem. The Cosmoem sat on the bench. Didn't even get brought to the match, and he still got rage quitted. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna surrender. There's no way I win this. Wow. I thought I was gonna get fucking rolled by Iron Defense Body Press Zamazenta. And like I ended up turning the match around to where like I got rid of the Zamazenta. He's like, oh yeah, I have nothing for Wo-Chen. I'm assuming the last mount he brought like didn't have anything for Wo-Chen either. I forgot what else he had in team preview, but I'm assuming he never brought the Latios. I guess the Latios would be probably the best thing to deal with it, but I guess technically he didn't know I was Terra Poison, so that's probably why he didn't bring the Latios. Otherwise, he would have brought it. Not bad. So we got one win with this team. We also got another game where I opponent rage quit and just surrender. Wow, we're 2-0. I never thought that would have been the case. Okay, I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent has the Eternatus Regulation G team with the Eternatus, Sylveon, Rillaboom, Gastrodon, Goldengo, and the Galarian Moltres. So some things I see on this opponent's team is the Goldengo, because I don't think I can actually Leech Seed Goldengo, which is a problem. Same with the Eternatus, because that thing actually absorbs my Toxic Spikes, so that's a problem too. What Terra is this? Silver, or is this Primarina? It's Terra Grass, so that doesn't help me at all here. This team's actually kind of weak to Eternatus. Like, Eternatus kind of actually destroys this team. It's actually really weak. I think I'm actually going to bring Glamora here. I'll bring Glamora. What else do I want to bring? I think Wo-Chen ain't too bad either, but like I'm forced to go Terra Poison though. I'll bring the Wo-Chen. It ain't too bad here. What else do I want to bring? I'm going to bring the Cosmoem. And then I'm going to bring the Incineroar in the back. That's what I'm going to try to do this game. It's going to be a really tough match to win, though, because, like, especially if he's, like, Nasty Plot, Galarian Moltres, like, I think he just sets up and sweeps me. I can't really touch the Moltres either, which kind of sucks. And a lot of them like to run Roost. I think they get Roost. So. Yeah, they're Citrus. I forgot what they get. I think they usually run Citrus. Just leads Eternatus, too. I think on turn 1, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Terra Poison the Wo-Chen again. The Terra Poison Wo-Chen is just so good. Like, you just got to do it. I don't care if he fakes out the Glamora here. Like, if he does, then he gets Toxic Spike set up on his side. So, what I think I'm going to do here is I could go for Mortal Spin, too. I'm actually going to go for Toxic on the Rillaboom here. And then I'm going to go Terra Poison. And then I'm going to Leech Seed the Eternatus. He has Cosmic Power. Uh-oh. That's a problem. What is he going for? He's not going for Fake Out, okay. What, Stomping Tantrum to just one-shot me? Oh, High Horsepower. Oh, he doesn't even want to deal with me. Well, that sucks. Glamora, again, just getting one-shotted on, like, turn 1. It's like 2 matches in a row. That's no good. That was, like, the one thing I had to actually do damage to the Eternatus as well. Like, I don't have anything for it now. That's bad. I mean, the Rillaboom's on a timer, though, so that's good. The Rillaboom's on a timer. I'm gonna go into the Incineroar to get the Intimidate off here. And then I'm able to fake out the Eternatus. Oh, he's a Clear Amulet. That's weird. I haven't seen Clear Amulet Eternatus. What was that even do? Like, what the fuck would Clear Amulet Eternatus even do? Because usually Eternatus usually runs special. They don't really even run physical. Unless this guy's run like a mixed set. They usually just run like special. I don't know. Really weird. I haven't seen that at all. That's a new one. I'm just gonna go fake out here. I could fake out the Eternatus. Or the Rillaboom here. I think I'm gonna fake out the Rillaboom because I think the Rillaboom does more damage to me currently. And then I'm gonna Snarl here. Like, he can set up Cosmic Power all he wants. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I really don't. I don't care. Go ahead and set up the Cosmic Power. I don't give a fuck. I think they also get Recover. I think Eternatus gets Recover. So, like, if he has Recover on the set, too, like, we can be sitting here all day. It's gonna be a stall match that goes down to the 20-minute timer. I could Parting Shot here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for Knockoff. I'm going to knock off here, and then I'm going to go for Pollen Puff on the Rillaboom to get it out of here faster. He has Dynamax Cannon. How much does this do to me? It's at -1. Oh, that does a lot of damage still. He does not want to go against the Wo-Chen. I forgot it because the Clear... I guess the Clear Amulet makes sense because that way he doesn't get Snarl. Snarl doesn't work on him, I think, so... I guess if that's what it's for, it makes sense. He doesn't have that anymore now, though. I just Protect on this next turn. Yeah, that's what I do here, and I have the Incineroar. I just go for either Parting Shot, or I just go for Knockoff again. Because I think the Rillaboom is dead in, like, the next 2 turns. I'm gonna see if it actually got the... Yeah, he never got the stat drop, so I'm assuming that's what Clear Amulet's for, so it's mainly for Snarl spam. If that's really what it's for, then props to my opponent, but that's really, like, situational at best. I don't know who's gonna sit and Snarl spam in an Eternatus forever. I guess me. I guess I'm the only dumbass to do that type of thing. I'm gonna Parting Shot here on the Eternatus, get the Cosmoem in and start setting up, and then I'm gonna Protect. Let's Recover. So he has Dynamax Cannon, Cosmic Power, and Recover. Goes for highest horsepower. I'm eating that up. So now he's at -1, so I should be able to eat hits from him a lot better. I just want to get this Rillaboom out of here so I can actually Leech Seed something else and get more health back. That's the main thing. Here comes the God tier. Cosmoem's hitting the field now. Shit's about to get crazy. We're gonna set up to +6, and this thing's gonna be unfucking killable. The Rillaboom's dead on this next turn, so I don't really need to worry about it that much. I'm gonna set up the Cosmic Power here. And then I think I could Snarl. I think I'm going to Snarl here. I think Dynamax Cannon at -1, I should be able to easily eat it. I think Dynamax Cannon also has like a max power points of 8, so if I can just stall him out on power points, like I can win that way if I really need to. It depends what he has in the back. Like, he has still like other 2 mods, so he can still probably easily win. Depends what his other stuff is. But, like, whatever's coming in, it's going to be taking Toxic Spikes, so they're going to be taking Toxic Spikes plus Leech Seed, probably, so. He's going to... Terra, what Terra are you? You're Terra Fairy. Okay. Let's see if the Cosmoem can take this. Cosmoem taking a Dynamax Cannon, it does 30 damage. 30 damage. The high horsepower ain't doing shit. It's at the point now where, like, he's just doing no damage, and I'm just sitting here soaking it up. Another match where the Wo-Chen just fucking sits here and soaks the entire field up. There's the Cosmic Power. Good luck killing me now, bud. This is EVO Light boosted. You ain't gonna break through this. I really appreciate, like, 2 of my games in a row, too, like, where my phone has the Rillaboom and they set up the grassy terrain for me as well. That also gives me, like, just another extra layer of recovery, which really helps me. It actually hurts them a lot more, them setting up the terrain. Because, like, it just makes me just that much more unkillable. Oh, he has Moltres. I knew he had something still. That's still going to be a problem. I'm just going to Cosmic Power here again. I'm not really even worried about the Eternatus at this point. Like, it doesn't do anything. It's just gonna get PP stalled at this point. Like, he can't do shit to me. He can sit in here and recover over and over. Like, I just don't care. He has Nasty Plot. That's scary, though. Nasty Plot is scary. That's probably the way you can actually win the game, actually. You can break through me with Nasty Plot. I think if there is one lay I lose, I think it's because of Nasty Plot Moltres. Like, now I have the double Leech Seed, though. Like, if I can start Snarl spam him down, maybe I can still win this. I'm not sure, though. Because I don't think he gets affected by the Toxic Spikes, does he? Because he's part Flying type, so that's why he doesn't get touched by those. I'm just going to Cosmic Power again. I could Pollen Puff to see how much damage it does, but I think Snarl's a little bit more better here. He's gonna sit up. Like, I don't really even give a shit about the Eternatus at this point. Like, he's just gonna PP stall himself out. He's gonna set up to +6. I think that's his play here. He sets up to +6, and then he tries to sweep me with Moltres. I apologize, y'all. These have been some really long games. This match, we haven't really even done much so far in this match. 1 Mon has went down on the enemy team. And, like, we're already, like, almost 12 minutes into this match. Like, it's gonna be a fucking down to the timer match. I warned you guys at the start of this. These are gonna be some really stalling matches. Hopefully you guys are still with me. I don't know. I just keep snarling. I just keep going for Snarl. He's gonna keep setting up Cosmic Power. I don't care. I really don't give a fuck. Like, what does he even do to me? I don't know. Now he's at +6. So that's scary. Just a setup war here. Like, we're just gonna sit and set up everything. Everything's gonna sit and set up. I don't know, too bad Cosmoem doesn't get Baton Pass. Because at least even then it would maybe be able to do something. It would be able to set up Cosmic Powers and, like, be able to Baton Pass them out. Like, that would actually be like some really crazy specific niche should be able to do with how bulky it is. That's really unfortunate. It doesn't get Baton Pass. I think Teleport actually works. It actually lets you switch out, but I'm not going to click that because I want to stay in. I don't want the Incineroar coming in and getting one-shotted by a +6 Moltres. So, I think I'm actually probably even better off just going for Pollen Puff on the Moltres to do more damage. He's gonna finally withdraw. Okay, finally. He's gonna go into the Gastrodon. Okay, I can still stall that out. That's fine. He gets touched by the Toxic Spikes now too, so that's good. See how much this does. I think it's like a +5. Wow, that does a lot of damage. I flinch. I think I lose. Wow, I think me flinching there, I think that makes me lose. Wow, that's crazy. So I'm going to get Leftovers plus Leech Seed here, but I don't think that's going to be enough for where I live another one. I think he gets a Berserk boost here too, and he has Citrus, so that's bad. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I win, though. I needed that pollen puff damage there to maybe have a chance of killing him on the next turn with Leech Seed, depending on how much it did. I'm going to Cosmic Power here again. And then I'm going to Protect. I'm hoping he actually kills the Cosmoem here. If the Cosmoem goes down, then I can get a free switch into the Incineroar and go for Fake Out. And then I can double into him. I actually live. Cosmoem is fucking soaking this shit up. Earth Power, yeah, I don't know. I think we're at the point where I think we just lose now, just mainly because he's able to set up freely on the special side. If it was like more of like a physical Mon, I'd maybe be able to stall him with the Tablets of Ruin. But I don't know. I think we'll see how much health I get back from Leech Seed here, but I don't think it's going to be enough to live a Fiery Wrath plus an Earth Power here. Yeah, it's not enough. I don't think that's enough. I mean, I'll Cosmic Power again, but I think the Cosmoem probably goes down on this turn. And then I'm going to Leech Seed the Gastrodon here for extra health, but if he flinches me again... I live on 12, but I don't know if that matters, though. Cosmoem finally drops. I think I just lose. I think Earth Power kills me. I think I'm done. Wo-Chen dies, I think I lose. Yeah, I'm dead. So, I lose. And the crit. I don't think the crit mattered, though. I only had 12 health. That sucks. We were doing really good until he brought the Moltres in. I wish he never brought the Moltres. If he didn't bring the Moltres, I think we would have had a really solid chance of winning. I really did, because we were trying our ass off. Because Eternatus doesn't have shit to touch Wo-Chen. It just gets stalled to death and PP stalled out, so that's unfortunate. And like I have Incineroar as my last Mon here as well, so maybe if I had Primarina, that would be a little bit better, but I didn't want to bring that because he had Eternatus. But if I would have brought Primarina here, that would have been great. Kinda sucks. I mean, I'll Fake Out, but all that does is really give him another boost. Yeah, I lose. Just Protect too. So he has Fiery Wrath, Nasty Plot, Protect, and I'm assuming probably Roost or something other move on his set, Air Slash maybe. You can't say I didn't try. You cannot say I didn't try. We just got fucked by the Galarian Moltres there. If he didn't bring the Galarian Moltres, I think we would have had a really solid chance of winning. Or if instead of the Incineroar or the Cosmoem, instead of one of those, I would have brought the Primarina. I think that would have been a lot better. So that way I would have had something to hit the Moltres for like super effective damage with, and I would have been able to resist the Dark-type moves. That's kind of unfortunate. I don't know how many matches I'm going to throw in this video for you guys. I don't want it to go like incredibly long, so I'm probably going to take like the 3 best ones that are at least somewhat competitive, and I'll throw them into the video for you guys. So let's talk a little bit about this team. Alright, well, how good is the God tier Mon of Cosmoem? Did it actually do a lot? And I think it actually did. It did its job, at least for the majority of the matches. If I did bring this thing, like, it did its job of just sitting there and setting up and never dying. And kind of being a distraction. That's what it mainly is meant to do. And at least it did its job. That's all you can really expect from it. I never used a Terra on this thing once at all, but I think the one thing I'm taking away from this team is, like, Wo-Chen's actually incredibly good right now. Especially on this team. Like, I think the MVP, instead of the Cosmoem, funny enough, not really too much to be expected from that thing, but like the MVP from this thing is actually Wo-Chen. I think I brought the Wo-Chen to every single match I had with this team, and like every single time it was probably the MVP of every single game. Put in the most work, the best type of stuff, like it did everything. It's one of the things I did like the most on this team. I don't think this team's like incredibly viable, though it's really situational. If your opponent has some setup type Mon, like they just set up all over you, or like they just overwhelm you with damage in the early stages of the match, and you're just not really able to do that much. So, I don't know. It's one of those teams that kind of comes down to, it really depends on what your opponent brings and like what type of team they have. And if they have like 1 or 2 certain things which are also really common, it's really not uncommon to go against those type of things. So you're usually fucked and you kind of already playing from behind. Like at the start of the match already. It's like in team preview most of the time. It's really like an uphill race with this team. You're kind of battling. So I don't know. If you guys want a fun team around Cosmo, like, this is probably one of the only teams you'll probably find around. I think it's, if you want a team with Cosmo on, like, it's a solid team. But if I would actually call this team, I'd actually say this team's like a MVP Wo-Chen on this team. I think the MVP for the team is definitely the Wo-Chen. I really want to build around. I think using this team, one thing I took away from is I really want to build a team with Wo-Chen. I think it's actually really underrated, especially like Terra Poison currently. Maybe not so much with Groudon running around, but like maybe some other Terra could be pretty good. Like Terra Fairy ain't too bad either, but there's some other Terras, maybe like Terra Water wouldn't be too bad on Wo-Chen. Well, I don't know, I'll have to experiment with it, but I think it's really underrated. I'm gonna have to try to throw it onto one of my teams and maybe team build around it, because it's kind of an underrated mon. But apart from that, decent team for what it is. Not really. I went into this with 0 expectations, and I was surprised on how well the team did, so can't really complain too much. I'm not gonna really like critique the team as well, because like it's a fucking Cosmoem team. Like, there's not really much you can do with Cosmoem on your team. So, like, my biggest critique would actually be to get rid of the Cosmoem and replace it with anything else. And, like, replace it, if you want to have this team at least do decent, replace it with, like, bulky Lunala or something, I don't know. But if you guys want to use a team, rental code down below, pokepaste in the description, or on the rental code on the screen, I meant. Pokepaste down in the description somewhere, probably towards the bottom of the description. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you guys like more videos like this in the future, with, like, more of these meme type mons, I don't know how many more I'm going to really feature, but if you guys support the video, that lets me know if you guys maybe want more in the future. And if I have an opportunity to do some of those type of videos, I'll bring them your guys' way. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody.